Welcome to our video series on website spyware and spy techniques. In this video, we'll explore the information available through a WhoIs search. When researching your online competition, or in fact when researching any website, a very good place to start getting information is to do a WhoIs search. And WhoIs is publicly available information on domains. And a good site for this is, WhoIs source. And if you go to whois.sc, as you can see, and any domain name you want information on, for example, if you wanted to find out more information on Microsoft.com, you could just type it in after the slash. So, as you can see, whois.sc/Microsoft.com, and it does a search. And it comes back with information on that domain because, of course, whenever you register a domain, you have to provide information. You have to provide details. And if we scroll down, it gives you a screenshot of the page, of the website. And it gives you quite a bit of information. The website title, that's the text that appears here in the title bar of the browser. And the text they use in the meta description. And the keywords they use. And if you're interested in seeing where it gets the title, description, and keywords from, if you view the source of the web page, it's in the code. It's just standard HTML code. There's the title tag. The title tag is generally used in every web page. And that, as mentioned, is the text that appears here. So that's where it gets that information from. And also the meta description tag and the keyword tag. Let's close this. So it displays those three pieces of information: title, description, and keywords. And it gives you a response code, which you generally don't need to worry about. If there are any secure certificates for this domain, it gives you Alexa information. It gives you directory information. The status of the website. And it says on this IP address, and this is a domain name, and a domain name is just a friendlier way of presenting an address on the Internet. And addresses on the Internet actually appear like this, as 4 numbers broken up by 4 stops. That's an IP address. So as you can see here, it says web server hosts 6 websites. It tells you the type of server software it's running. And there's a lot of detail. But what you'll be most interested in initially, well, first of all, when the domain was actually registered. Let's scroll down, and it tells you who it's registered with. There are a lot of different places you can register your domain name online. They've used 2 cows. And as you can see, created 1991, expires 2014. And the domain is locked, which is very important if you want to secure your domain. And if we scroll down, it tells you the name of the company, the address, contact, email address, a lot of details, a lot of useful and interesting details. So using the WhoIs information, you can find out a lot about your competition, just general information. And of course, some people do put incorrect information here, but as far as I understand, it's actually illegal to enter incorrect information, and potentially your website, your domain, can be taken from you if you enter invalid information. However, there are services now which do hide your details. For example, I'm going to GoDaddy.com, which is a very popular registrar. They have registration services for domain names. And if we go to the Make Private option, you can hide your WhoIs details. And if we click here, here's an example. Those would be your actual details, for example, and those are the hidden details. So sometimes WhoIs information is hidden in this way through privacy services such as this one. And one final point worth mentioning. As I mentioned, there's WhoIs.sc, WhoIs source for finding out WhoIs information. But another good place is Network Solutions. And a shortcut to their address, to their web page, is netsol.com, as you can see. But WhoIs source just loaded. So let's go to Network Solutions, and you do have to get to them at networksolutions.com. And then, if you go to the WhoIs feature and enter an address, let's enter the domain google.com, and you can search by domain name or even IP address. So, domain name, search, and it gives you a number of details, as you can see. So viewing the WhoIs information on websites in this way can be a very good starting point for finding out more about your competitors or just websites you're interested in and want to find out more about.